How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Now, I know this video is a bit out of order, but I got something real special in store for it, so I just had to do it. So, the M57 Pilum. Does anyone even remember this thing? It's basically the bastard child of our beloved M41 Spanker. Imagine how that must feel to be the bastard child of somebody by the name of Spanker. Sounds to me like grounds for an immediate name change, or... Seriously though, God only knows why the UNSC decided to change over to these things, but I guess that kind of makes my final verdict pretty obvious, huh? The M57 Pilum fucking sucks. I know, big surprise, right? Me saying a Halo weapon would actually suck? What a revelation! Just hold your horses and let me explain why. Alright, so the M57 Pilum was produced and developed by Chalobus Defense Solutions. What? A weapon not produced by Mizraya? My god, it's almost too good to be true! Except Mizraya probably should have made this one because, let's face it, they would have made a better product. Chalobus Defense Solutions is the same company that's brought us vehicles like the M808 and 820 Scorpions, as well as the M850 Grizzly. Also the same company that brought us many different variants of Mjolnir armor, including Commando and Noble. And as of recent, they've been trying their hand at making smaller arms as well, throwing their hat into the ring of Mizraya and weapon systems technologies. Not much is actually known about the M57 Pilum's history, but from what we can gather, it was implemented sometime after Halo 4 and before Halo 5. Despite its implementation, the M57 never fully replaced the M41. I can only assume this was because of the M57's inferior power, and or the fact that there wasn't much time to switch everything over. So, why is the M57 underpowered? What makes it tick? And despite its lesser power, would it still be a good addition to our arsenal in the modern day? Well, you already know the answer to that, but let's find out. Chalobus Defense Solutions M57 Pilum is a magazine-fed anti-vehicle and anti-heavy personnel weapon for use against light vehicles and larger enemies that are harder to take down with standard ammunition types. It fires two 50 by 137mm high-explosive radar-guided RPG rounds. How are the rounds radar-guided, you may ask? Well, the answer is quite simple, guys, and honestly quite obvious once you think about it. Space magic! That's right, space magic! The wonderful new product that takes even the most impossible concepts and makes it a reality. Order now! Especially considering a lot of time in combat, there's not enough atmosphere for radar waves. Moving on. The M57 Pilum is able to achieve a range of 500 meters or 546 yards when unscoped, and a range of 900 meters or 984 yards when scoped. How is that possible, you may ask? A scope doesn't affect the weapon's range. How is that possible? Well, my friends, let me explain. Space magic! Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll receive free shipping! So if this thing uses so much space magic, then why does it suck compared to its predecessor, I hear you asking? Well, first, hold your questions till the end, you keep interrupting me. And second, despite the fact that these are guided rounds, they don't do a lot of damage because A, they're an overall smaller round than what the M47 fired, and B, they're only a high explosive round. And as far as we know, other variations of this round don't exist for use in the M57. Essentially what you're getting is a weapon that makes a big bang but can't penetrate any armor. This is why smaller infantry units such as grunts or jackals die in one hit from this thing, but as soon as you get into personnel units with a sturdy body structure and heavy armor, it just blows them backwards. And as for vehicles, well, we'll get into that a bit later. But moving on, I think it's safe to say that the M57's radar-guided rounds would cost into thousands of dollars per round to produce. And despite the fact that they are radar-guided, what you're getting with the M57 is a less effective and less versatile weapon that costs a ton to produce and costs a ton to keep full of ammunition. But does that mean actually having a weapon like this is gonna instantly be a letdown? Well, yes, but actually no. What if I told you we actually have something better in the modern day and actually have for a while now? Well, to give you a comparison to our best modern competitor, here's the man, the myth, the master of shitty puns, Grüne. Take it away, bud.
A good comparison to the M57 Pilum is the M3 Moz, one of the many anti-vehicle weapons on offer to the US military. The Swedish-made Carl Gustaf M3 Moz is a single-shot reusable 84mm anti-everything unguided recoilless rifle, with a wide variety of rounds for different situations. It can effectively take out enemy infantry, vehicles, fortifications, hell, give Saab Bofors dynamic time and they'll probably make an anti-aircraft weapon out of this thing too. Its effective range is up to 1,000 meters, and with the new FFV 651 heat round, it can even penetrate reactive armor. It's very fancy armor. If you didn't know, it's very everything-proof. Now, you may be saying to yourselves, "But Groon, it's a dumbfire round! There's no guidance systems in the thing at all!" And if you were saying that, well, allow me to drop some knowledge on your happy ass. See, to paraphrase June from Reach, guided rounds aren't cheap, and usually unnecessary. For instance, the Javelin anti-tank rocket costs $120,000 to make. And remember, that's $120,000 for one rocket, not the launcher. Compare that to the ammunition for the M3, which goes for $500 to $3,000 USD. Well, you do the math. Hell, even disposable rocket launchers like the AT-4 cost $1,250 per unit. That's for both the rocket and launcher, mind you. And at the end of the day, all you need to take out one tank is a good aim and a steady trigger finger. You'll get a destroyed tank, guaranteed. Which is what the M3 Moz is more than able to do. In short, it's simple, versatile, cheap, and very effective. But how would it fare against the M57 Pilum? Well, this footage from the range should clear things up a little bit. Okay, so we're out here in generic grass texture map to test out the M3 Moz and the M57 Pilum. These two weapons are very similar to each other, so we're going to test them out on a couple Scorpions that we have set up at the end of the range, and we're going to see how... Oh, for fuck's sake. We're going to see how these two weapons fare. What, there's not going to be anything? I swear to fucking Christ, I'm never coming back to this goddamn range ever again. God fuck. Yeah, everything's dead. Just went straight through. Controls are all fried. Everything's burning. It's fucked. It's not good. Yeah, that didn't work. You can see it just kind of hit the front here, just detonated. Yeah, didn't go through.
So, like I said, final verdict's pretty obvious. Y'all better get those Fs ready in the chat. Because unsurprisingly, the M57 Pilum's already a piece of garbage, and we currently have better stuff as it is. Sorry for all two of you who are actually hoping to see any weapon from Halo 5 used in real life. But hey, before I go, big thanks to DerGrüneMann. He's been a massive help on this video, basically did all the work, and it actually was his idea. So yeah, definitely go send him some love. His animations are incredible, and he does make a lot of shitty puns. And with that said, like, comment, subscribe, check out shirts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not turning around more than once this time because it's not necessary, it's kind of stupid, so I'm gonna kind of cut that out. Anyway, bye!